Hey everybody, Accurace here. Welcome to Frozen Synapse 2, sequel to one of my most favorite games. And I am really impressed by Mode 7. The developers of this game, I don't know how...
Welcome. Please log in.
Yes, ma'am. I don't know how they improved upon Frozen Synapse to this level, because Frozen Synapse was a very solid game and very, very enjoyable back several years ago. And they have added an amazing single-player experience, which is very deep, very robust, has a story included, and it's also all done on a procedurally generated levels. So when you go into the game, you're going to have different experience each time. So that is incredible in and of itself, right? The match play is basically carried over from the original game, and is still solid as ever. They didn't screw it up, which is so refreshing this day and age. And one turns is basically a short version of match play, but there's some twist to it. You basically play against one other person for one turn, see who can come out on top. And then that scenario with those exact same positions on the levels are played out by other people, and then you're ranked to see how you compete, how you did against all those other people as well. It's very deep. It's very complex. I had to actually talk to the developer and have them explain to me how the rankings was working. But Paul was so kind and quite helpful in explaining it. So thank you so much, Paul, for that. Now, I should note that this is a preview key copy of the game that I have here. So it hasn't been released yet, which means all the polish has not been applied quite yet. So this is not necessarily representative of the final product, but it is due out in less than 24 hours on September 13th, 2018. So it'll be noon Eastern time, or if you're where the developers live, it's going to be 5 p.m. British summertime. And yeah, cheers. Let's go ahead and get into this tutorial. Alright, this highlighted unit is carrying some data of great import. We need to extract it by moving it to the gray extraction zone on the right hand side of the map. First, move the camera by moving so we're just going to learn how to move the camera around the map here using the right mouse button. Zoom in, zoom out with the scroll wheel. There we go. And we're going to select the unit by left clicking on it. There we go. Now we're going to double click on this little box here to set up a waypoint. Alright, so we've done that. Now we're going to go ahead and one thing we should note is green is always the good guys and red is always the bad guys. So we're going to go ahead and test out this plan. Now if we hit prime, we wouldn't just be testing it, we'd actually be committing to that plan. Okay, so it's the equivalent of making a move in chess and then taking your hand off the chess piece and you're locked in at that point, right? Whereas if you use this to play out your move, you can play it out, see how it goes. If you don't like it, you can change it up and then try it again and see how you like it. And you can also set up waypoints for these enemies in case you want to say, well, what if this guy goes here? What happens? What if this guy goes around here? What happens? What if this guy moves up to this window? What happens? What if he goes around here? You can play all these out, all these scenarios out, and see how they work out for your team. And so we're going to go ahead and do that now. Let's see how he does. Okay, that didn't work out so well. So let me talk about these icons here real quick. The pistol icon is a pistol. So this is a pistol soldier. This is a flamethrower unit. Another pistol unit. Butcher knife unit. So a psychopath. Another pistol unit. Sniper, and a assault rifle. Alright, so that didn't work out so well. What we're going to do, we're going to hit backspace and eliminate this waypoint. We're going to move him out a little further away from the flames, right? So let's go ahead and do that. Boom, put it right there. And we're going to go ahead and prime it. Now, if it were me, I wouldn't just say, okay, good enough, let's prime it. You're not doing enough testing in order to make sure your guy's going to survive. You're really just being primed. A little over eager at this point, but that's okay. It's the tutorial. It wants us to do that. That's fine, whatever. So here's the outcome.
Hostile neutralized.
There we go. So we survived that. Lucky for us, the flamethrower guy didn't step up like another 3 feet because we'd still be roasted. But again, it's the tutorial, so we're gonna definitely win. You moved out of the way and killed another assailant. Pistols attack automatically within range of an enemy, and they continue to move along the path while attacking. All right, let's take a look at that again. Watch as our unit takes down the next enemy. So we're just going to do a replay. So right now we're on the second round, where it wants us to go back to the first round and replay it. Basically, is what it's having us do here. Should be noted that each of these rounds is 5 seconds long. Alright, time to take our next turn. This will be slightly more challenging. You can see the waypoints I have placed for you here, taking you out the door on the right. Press next to continue. I believe it's likely that this highlighted enemy will run in on an attack vector. Luckily, we have made plans for what we think enemies might do, or we can make plans for what enemies might do, as well as creating plans for our own units. And this is where you really get into the meat and potatoes of the game. This is the first step into it. Okay, so we have this guy here. Oh, click next. Okay, select him. Yep. Okay, let's select him. Double click where we want him to go. So we're testing. What if this guy stops staring in the corner? He takes himself out of timeout, comes down here and gets into the fight, right? So let's test it out. See what he might do. Remember, this isn't what he's going to do. This is what we think he might do. What we believe he might do. Okay, if he does that, we're screwed. Alright? So if he does that simple little move right there, and we try to run out the door, he's just going to target us and shoot us before we even make it through the threshold. Alright? Yes, that's exactly what we don't want to happen. Encounters are won or lost dependent on cover, aiming, and stillness. The enemy is in a strong position. Cover confers an advantage in most circumstances, but if we're very precise with our aiming, and the enemy is not ducking, we can defeat it. Yes, you can duck in this game behind like half walls. As you can see, he's you can kind of see it there. This is a tall wall back here, and then this is a half wall. Okay? So if he went up here and ducked, we wouldn't be able to take him out, but then again, he's not going to be able to take us out either. Alright. Now drag the magnificent aim handle with the left mouse button to the highlighted location. So we're going to take this, and we're basically going to target him. We're going to target this area as a danger zone, okay? We're anticipating maybe there might be a possible problem over here. So let's see what happens. This isn't going to be good enough, I can tell you that right now. Again, remember, if this enemy was ducking behind cover, then they couldn't shoot us and we couldn't shoot them, which is what I just said. Sorry for being redundant. Now, as we test our plan, watch for indicators next to our unit. The T shows that he has acquired a target, and we'll go ahead and press the play button. Yeah, he still wins. He still wins. We were looking in the right general area, but we weren't quite good enough. We need a little bit more of a bonus. Aiming in the right direction will win many encounters, but here the enemy's cover is too strong. We need to predict his exact location. We need to get dialed in even more. Drag the end of the aim order into the location I'm indicating here. This is quite precise location, so you might need to move the camera to see it properly. It's just behind the cover where the enemy's positioned. Adjust the aim order until the end of it is within a small box. Okay, so this is a new thing for Frozen Synapse 2. This is focus diamond, and it gives you a big advantage when you're the attacker. It used to be that people would be best off finding a real nice defendable location and using their cover and waiting for you to pass by and then taking you out. Well, this sort of evens the playing field, because now someone moving, someone coming into a room, if they think that you're going to be in this nice little, corner here, tucked away nice and safe and sound with your gun pointing towards the hallway, if they put that diamond right there, they could get you. Or if they come across this window, they could get you, okay? So it evens the playing field between the defenders and attackers a little bit, which was always a little bit of a problem. So kudos to Mode 7 for addressing that issue. Alright, this will the enemy in our focus diamond, giving us an advantage. Again, I'm guessing they're saying this will target the enemy. Our unit will aim at this point until we cancel the aim order. I'll show you how to do that now. We can place orders anywhere on the plan, not just on a waypoint. Select the highlighted point on the plan by left clicking. So what we're going to say is, as you're walking along here, you're going to continue to aim here from the start. You're going to continue to aim here until you reach here. Then we're going to cancel that aim order. Okay? So we're going to cancel it by right-clicking to open that up. So I left-clicked where I wanted it on the map, and then I right-clicked to open up that long menu, and I clicked cancel aim order, or whatever it was. Cancel aim, I think is what it was. Excellent. Remember, once placed, orders can be dragged around and deleted with a delete code. You don't need to do that now, though. Press next to continue. Now we'll test it out, and we're going to watch for the F symbol rather than a T symbol to indicate that we have a focus diamond advantage, which is like huge. Again, remember that they could duck down here and make it impossible for us to hit them. We're only testing what could happen at this point. Oh, yeah. I got executed in the back of the head as soon as I came out there. This guy had me from the 4 o'clock position and nailed me. He smoked me. So far so good, right up until we go through this doorway. We're going to have to change some things once we get up here. However, we blundered straight into the next enemy. Now, I mentioned stillness being an advantage earlier. Let's make sure that we're still when that enemy attacks us by making our unit wait. Select the highlighted part of the plan. So we'll do that. Open orders. Okay. Now we're going to do a wait order. Okay. So now, it defaults to 1 second of waiting. We can make it go up higher or lower by moving this. So we can do, 0.1 second wait. All the way up to, well, you could even go higher than that, I would imagine. Maybe 6 is it, but since each round's about 5 seconds, typically you're not going to go any longer than that. So anyway, they want us to do 22 point. Oh, they've changed it. It used to say 25. Now it says 2.5. Okay, they fixed it. Let's test. Press the play button. So we're going to wait here for 2.5 seconds before we continue on along our route. Now, we're going to get the stillness bonus as he comes around. Boom! Got him. Oh, that didn't work out so good over here. We're going to have to do something. Excellent. We were still while our opponent was moving, so gained an advantage. Almost there. If we can make a run for it, then we might still be able to reach the exit. We can place orders in stacks and wait orders as part of the stack. Just wait, select the wait order here. I'm not even sure what I'm saying now. I just want to keep moving because I know how to do this. So I just want to rush through this. Open the orders menu with the right mouse button. Okay, I should continue on site menu or thing. Okay, so basically what we're going to do is this one indicates which order is going to be first. The wait order is going to be first. Okay, after we're done with that time, sitting still, it's going to say, cancel your aiming. Do not engage enemies. Just make a run for it. Keep your eye on the finish line, right? This continue on site order will prevent our unit from attacking, causing them to continue moving along the plan without slowing down. Because whenever you start to aim at an enemy and you start to twist towards them, you slow down. But if you just ignore your enemies, you continue running at full speed. Of course, we'll need to take out the enemy at the extraction zone, so let's add our final order to the plan. So we're basically going to ignore enemies all... Once we kill this guy that comes into this room here, like we just did on our plan, our possible plan, I should say, you're going to run all the way to here, and at this point we're going to say, yep, you can engage enemies again, because we're going to need to take this guy out. Alright? So we're going to engage on sight. We're going to go back to engaging on sight. Oh, it's in the wrong place. Let's bring it down here. Uh-oh. I don't think this is going to work. It needs to go down here. I don't know why it put it up here. Oh, it needs to go down here. This is not going to end well.
System primed.
I don't like this.
Hostile neutralized.
I think I just broke the tutorial.
Hostile neutralized.
I think I broke the tutorial. He's going to die.
Hostile neutralized.
Oh no! Somehow he made it. That was weird. He shouldn't have lived. Don't worry about it. Forget you saw that last part. Alright, so now this is a little bit more of an actual scenario that you would see in the game, okay? We have a rocket launcher guy, pistol guy, assault rifle, and then we're up against a bunch of pistol guys. Poor pistol guys. Okay. So we need to take out all these units to escape the prison. This is a prison, by the way. There's the beds and the toilets, each of the cells. It's a small prison. More like a county jail. Okay. Normal turns last 5 seconds. However, a long turn is a turn in which ends when all your units reach the end of their plans, no matter how long those plans might be. So it could span over multiple rounds. Like, let's say you want this guy to run all the way around this freaking building. You can set up your waypoint to do that and basically say, you know, keep doing that until you get there, no matter how many turns it takes. So what we do is we go down here and click on that. It changes the clock symbol here from like a quarter clock to a full clock. Okay, so we're gonna do that. Rocket launcher, fine. We're going to go ahead and fire a rocket launcher down here, and we're going to use the aim handle for that. Alright, so it doesn't really care where we hit it. Somewhere in here. I'm going to try to put it in the most uncomfortable place for these guys. It really doesn't matter. Let's just drop it there. Now we're going to double click this area to make it a waypoint. So after he fires, he's going to go over here. Now let's test it out. See what happens. Okay, that worked out pretty good. You'll be on your own from here. Alright, there we go. Wonderful. We're on our own. So we're going to try to take out all these guys. Leave tutorial. Oh, no. I just wanted to get rid of this annoying window over here. I didn't want to actually leave the entire tutorial. Okay, because I want to show you guys how you kill these guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this guy down here too. Get him in a little bit of a... Actually, I'm going to bring him here. There we go. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this guy. We have two people here. I think their choke point is right here. Yeah, on the map. So I think when they attack, they're going to have to come through here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly get into this hallway where I'm behind cover, so I don't have to worry about anything hitting me from this direction. And I'm going to take that focus cone, I'm going to put it right here. So that when they come up through this doorway and come through this doorway, I'm going to totally get the advantage on them. And I should take them out pretty quick. Pistol guy, I want him to move in a little bit closer, because he doesn't quite have the same range. There's a way you can tell what the range is when you see the focus diamond disappear. You're out of range. Okay, so just a pro tip there. That's an easy way to tell if you're in range or not. So let's go ahead and eliminate that. Cancel aim. Wait. Let's just use the delete. There we go. Okay, let's go ahead and so let's say. Heck, I'm not too worried about how this is going to play out right now. Let's just go ahead and do it. I know I'm going to be alright.
System primed.
They really didn't leave those enemies anywhere to go, so there's not much to gameplay.
Hostile neutralized. Hostile neutralized.
Right. So one of these guys got away here. These two are already starting to converge up here, which is what I expected. He's behind cover. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and focus diamond him right there. He's ducked, actually. And so we're going to do that. I'm going to bring him back out here. We'll probably blow up a wall here or something like that, just to really make his life uncomfortable. We'll see what happens. So let's say he crawls. Let's say he duck walks his way all the way down here, and then pops up at the last second. No, he doesn't even have range on me. That's why I initially put my rifleman down here, but then I moved him back because these guys were pistols. So I wanted to keep him out of range of the pistols. Alright, so let's go ahead and get rid of that. And maybe he'll have range if I keep him here. Nah, still no range. If I put him there, he would be in range. And pistols have a quicker target acquisition than rifles at close range. So yeah, I'd probably be in a little bit of trouble if he did that perfectly. Let's see what happens here if he duck walks all the way down here. I don't think my rocket's going to get there in time. Oh yeah, he would. So if he tries to duck walk that way, he's screwed. If he comes back the other way, he's done for. These two guys are going to get him. I could move my pistol down this way and just kind of keep a bead on him right here the whole time. I don't want him to just focus diamond at the very end. I want him to focus diamond from the very start, if possible. So at least he'll be pointing that direction. So let's say this guy doesn't go this way, and instead he tries to get close. Let's see what happens. Yeah, that does not work out good for him. Okay. Let's say he tries to make a run for it. He tries to get behind cover. Okay. That does not work out for him either. Sorry about that, I skipped back one turn. Let's say he says screw it. I'm going to go ahead and stand. Let's say he does a stand order. So he can get a little bit more speed. Let's see what happens. He could get away that way. Now that's going to open up, when that rocket hits, it's going to open up this whole area. But let's go ahead and play it out. That's probably his safest play. If he's looking to survive, I don't think he's going to do that though. I don't think he's smart enough. Let's give it a shot.
System primed.
Let's see what happens.
Hostile, hostile, neutralized. You are victorious.
There we go. And I don't know if you saw it up here, but this rifleman just had the drop on him. He was just waiting for them to come through the fatal funnel, which they did, and they met their demise. Toot sweep. So let's check that out again here. We'll focus in up here a little bit, and we'll watch it.
Hostile, neutralized.
Alright. Well, at least they fell on each other. They can keep their bodies warm in hell. Alright. That worked out good. So we're going to leave the tutorial, and I'm going to end this video here. Hope you guys enjoyed this little preview video and a tutorial. Really fun game. Check it out. And again, on Steam, link in the description below. Thanks so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next episode of Frozen Synapse 2. Y'all take care.